Mother clearly was the unsung hero in my dad's life, my wife.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. The phrase high school dropout is often associated with failure and poverty. Many dropouts struggle to find consistent work or get into prestigious colleges, but this formula doesn't apply to everyone. With enough hard work and determination, some dropouts are able to surpass their peers and build up a business empire, becoming millionaires and billionaires in the years to come. Here are the 10 high school dropouts that are billionaires. Number 10, Walt Disney. Walt Disney is perhaps the most revered animator in the history of the world. His cartoons revolutionized the film industry and made animation a viable commercial pursuit. As a film producer, Disney holds the record for receiving the most Academy Awards earned by an individual, having won 22 Oscars from 59 nominations. It came as a surprise to people when they realized this Chicago native was a high school dropout. He dropped out of school at the age of 16 and joined the Red Cross with a forged birth certificate. Some of his cartoons are heavily merchandised today and are worth billions of dollars. When he passed away in 1966, he was worth $1 billion at that time. Number 9, Henry Ford. Born to an immigrant father and an orphaned mother, Henry Ford was extremely poor growing up, but he had a knack for mechanical projects. His father gave him a pocket watch at the age of 15, which he dismantled and put together several times. This gained him a reputation for being a watch repairman. He dropped out of high school and left his family farm at 16 and relocated to Detroit. He became an engineer at a machine shop and later an engineer at another company. He built his first car in 1996, going on revolutionizing the assembling process. This was the start of an era. His net worth today is $199 billion given his progress. Number 8, Amontillo Ortega. Ortega is the founder and former chairman of Inditex Fashion Group, best known for its chain of Zara clothing and accessory shops. The chain also owns Zara Home, Massimo Dutti, Bershka, Pull & Bear, and Stradivarius. Ortega dropped out of school at the age of 12 and started delivering shirts because his family needed money. He learned how to make a dress gown and lingerie with his first wife. Thanks to his eye for investment, he is known to be a pioneer in fast fashion. We all know the fate of the said brands that made him a billionaire as of today. He is currently worth $73 billion today. Number 7, Kirkorian. Kirkorian had a difficult childhood, but this didn't impede his rapid progress towards success as an adult. He was born into poverty in 1917 to an immigrant father. He dropped out of school after 8th grade, but eventually made millions in the airline industry, putting him on the path to becoming a billionaire. At the time he died at age 98, he owned many major casinos and hotels in Las Vegas. Number 6, Francois Pinault. Francois Pinault is one of the wealthiest men in France, and with $30 billion in his bank, he is also on the list of the richest men in the world. Pinault was poor growing up, and his schoolmates often teased him for his unkempt clothes and lifestyle. He quit high school in 1947 and joined his family's business, timber trading. In the 1970s, he started buying smaller firms, slowly transforming them into a giant enterprise.
I always tell them, we don't do marketing. Because
Number 5, David H. Murdoch. With a net worth of $3 billion, 91-year-old David Murdoch has made some huge contributions in the field of medical research and higher education. He's the owner and chairman of the Dole Food Company, the world's largest marketer of fresh fruits and vegetables, packaged meat, and frozen foods. He is also the owner of the real estate company Castle & Cooke. He wasn't always the epitome of success. He dropped out of high school, was drafted in World War II, and was homeless in Detroit after. He has lived quite a life.
While he is a visionary, he never gets too far away from the details. He knows everything.
Number 4, Richard Branson. Branson is one of the wealthiest people in the world. He is that individual with brilliant ideas and remarkable business tactics that gets a lot of attention from the media. His Virgin Group of companies has 400 companies within it and is spread worldwide. But get this, he had a rocky start. He was actually the dumbest in his school and struggled with dyslexia. He dropped out of school at the age of 17 and started paving his way into becoming a billionaire. Number 3, Carl Linder Jr. Linder was an Ohio native who established a dairy empire and passed away as one of the wealthiest people in the world in 2011. He was a delivery boy for his family's dairy company during the Great Depression. He dropped out of school at the age of 14 and helped in expanding his family business into what is now the United Dairy Farmers, a large chain of convenience stores. He later invested in savings and loans, then went into insurance. All of this helped build his insanely big empire that's worth billions of dollars.
Mother clearly was the unsung hero in my dad's life. My wife, Martha, is...
Number 2, Joe Louis. Louis dropped out of high school at 15 to run his father's catering business. After selling his business, he moved into currency trading. He was street smart and used this to pivot among numerous industries in the market. Currently, he is worth over $5.3 billion. He is known to run his business from a yacht while having several properties too. With money comes lavish likings. For Louis, it is art. He owns several insanely expensive art pieces that further increase his overall net worth. Number 1, John D Rockefeller. Rockefeller left to pursue a career in business when he was only 16 years old. In 1870, he founded the Standard Oil Company, which eventually became a domineering monopoly in the oil industry. His leadership in Standard Oil brought him great wealth and controversy because many opposed his business practices. His net worth after having adjusted was $409 billion, making him one of the wealthiest people in history and many times richer than anyone living today. So do give us your thoughts regarding these mobile homes in the comments section below, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And with that, I'll be catching you guys later in another video. Bye now.